Welcome everyone. You're about to listen to our interview with comic creators Ben and Jer of Mokes Studios. We dive deep into the creation and inspiration of their hilarious comic book series, Fingerbang, which is about a superhero that can shoot anything out of his fingertips, but only when he's high. The topics we discuss include the meaning behind the words Mokes, how the Fingerbang character came to be, why the magic genie is named Bono, plans for future comics, distribution plans, Mario Party, and most importantly, what their parents think of the Fingerbang comics. Also, if you make it through the whole interview, be sure to enjoy the very cringy improv session. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Enjoy.
The bit, is it?
Okay, go.
Is it rolling?
Yeah. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Trip Trap Talk Show. Today we have special guests Ben and Jer from Mokes Studios. They're the writers of the famous Fingerbang comics. I bet your girlfriend reads them.
I just realized you guys' name was Ben and Jerry. That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
We actually we never get that, and I'm not even being sarcastic. We actually
I
never
don't
get
believe
that. We have one friend who always brings it up, but yeah.
Anyways, why don't you guys tell us how you got started in this comic business, the formation of Mokes Studio or Studios?
All right, well, comics specifically, I just had started reading comics again for probably 6 months or a year or something, because I read them when I was a kid, but then we had a comic book shop open up in town where I live, and I started reading them again, and I was like, oh, I could think of my own, and I was just kind of brainstorming ideas, and I was like, well, this is cool, but I can't draw, and so I started looking into paying someone to draw it, and it's real expensive, especially for color and not black and white.
How much?
Looking at if I wanted an amateur, someone starting out, I could probably find $40 or $50 or $60 a page, but actual good artists $150, $200 a page. Maybe $100 for someone who's good but just starting out, not famous or anything.
I guess it makes sense, right? Because if you don't have the art, it's just a book or a novel.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work to draw.
Yeah.
And so I know Jeremy always doodles, and I was talking to him about it, and so I was gonna ask him and be like, hey, could I pay you a $200 or $300 to do the whole thing?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and before I could get that part out, he's like, yeah, I'll do it for free, just let me know, let me
Damn.
change some stuff and help you write it. And I was like, yeah, sweet, because we had always done creative stuff, made I think the first time we ever hung out in 6th grade, he invited me over to make a movie on his dad's old video camera, stuff like that. And then yeah, so we just kind of started doing this together, and then Mokes Studio was just a stupid name we put together.
What are Mokes? I mean,
I'll let Jeremy handle that one.
But
I was gonna take a guess, but if you already said it, it's fine.
No, please.
No, yeah.
I thought Mokes was just smoke, but just the S moved to the front.
That's good.
That's good, but not
No?
quite.
Okay.
So we didn't make up Mokes, and it's got a lot of regional terms around. I've heard mooks, chops, pops.
Pops, I think, is most common around.
But it is the ancient art of taking a little bit of weed and a little bit of tobacco and putting it in a little bong bowl and then snapping it in one go. And it gets pretty fucked up.
A lot of coughing involved.
So it's a spliff before a bong.
Yeah, but a one hitter spliff out of a bong. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a snap.
Man,
Flip.
A lot of terminology going on here.
Oh yeah.
how harsh is that?
It's bad.
If
Why?
I did one now, having not done one in maybe a year, I would probably explode my brain.
Yeah.
So
I know
So you-
after that cough though, you get high as fuck though.
Oh yeah, you basically like sit there like head in your hands for a minute collecting yourself because you got like the tobacco head rush too, especially as
why-
someone who like
yeah.
doesn't smoke tobacco
Spliffs.
ever. Yeah.
that's why we also, whenever it's done in like the group, you have to put on what's called a moke song, which is your song during the moke, and it kind of helps you through it and guides
Yeah.
you. It's got a lot of good options for moke song, but you want it to be like a real
What's
something
your like go-to Moke song?
work remix, probably.
Not
J.
bad.
Cole?
What?
No, ASAP Ferg.
A$AP Ferg, yeah.
My bad.
I usually go with "Scared of the Dark" by Gucci Mane and Riff Raff, or "Ascension" by Flatbush Zombies.
Damn.
Scared of the Dark's not a bad one actually.
Yeah, you go in like right when Riff Raff raps, and it's like puts you in a good mind state.
Yeah, ideally a moke song should be like a little dumb too, so you get some good
Like Lil Pump type, like S type style. You talking that way? Okay.
that. Yeah,
It depends on the person. Like I know our friend Andrew would often moke to like "Bubbly" by Colby Calais. It's really just whatever puts you in like whatever comforts you. Really,
Yeah.
it's some encouragement to get through.
Kevin Gates is a good moke artist.
Oh yeah.
That's-
Artist for moke songs.
I mean, yeah, his flow. Yeah.
his everything.
So like the head rush part of just like holding your head probably lasts like a minute, 2 minutes then.
It's hard to tell. Time doesn't really
Okay.
register. But yeah,
So-
it was one summer.
Sounds like salvia.
Fuck Salvi.
Yeah,
I did
Fuck
salvia a
salvia.
couple weeks ago. It was pretty wild.
Yo, fuck that drug, man.
What?
Oh my God.
Why?
It was like the worst like experience I ever had, man. Like I was just freaking out immediately. It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird, man. My skin was melting in a mirror. Rain was going up. And it doesn't last long.
Yeah, is that the one that lasts like 5 minutes, but it's like
Yeah.
super intense the whole time,
Mhm.
like immediately?
Yeah.
What Miley Cyrus took.
ah,
Remember that?
When?
Like a while ago. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, she did salvia."
During Hannah Montana?
When people cared about Miley Cyrus.
Like on set too, yeah.
Were they an episode of Hannah Montana who just did salvia?
That'd be such a great episode.
bring it back for a reunion of that one.
Speaking of drugs and drug usage, what for our listeners, would you guys want to explain the superpower of your superhero Fingerbang?
Well, he gets high and he gains the ability to shoot shit out of his fingers by accompanying it with a verbal sound effect, such as bang, or boom, or pow.
So does he have to make the sound effect, or is it just his choice? Because I noticed in the comic he did it every time.
Mhm. I think he has to, because that's gonna end up what is being shot out. Like, he could do this motion and say any different thing, and that's what gets shot out. So like a pow would be like a boxing glove, I think we've done, and like a whoosh is like a spray of water. I think we're
Oh.
trying to keep it consistent too with
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely mess up at times, knowing us, but like, I don't think you'll ever see him doing stuff without saying anything.
That's pretty cool. So you guys are using like the medium as like part of his superpower, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Got to take advantage of the medium.
What's the most absurd thing he's thrown out of his finger that you can remember? Or what's your favorite?
Most absurd off the top of my head would have to be the cow.
I remember that one.
He shot a cow out of his finger at the beginning of the second one.
I like when he did he was paying for like a Checkers meal and he did thing and it was exact change. I like the idea of
And
being
then
able to do that.
in the first one, the squirrel bit when he shoots a squirrel,
Yeah.
that was probably my favorite.
That one, I read that like a couple hours ago, and yeah, that part kind of like threw me off guard. I was like, why did you shoot out a squirrel? How'd you guys even come up with this like whole character, like this design? Like, describe your process, how you even came up with this like idea for the comic book.
Drugs.
I mean, besides the obvious, like, you know, inspiration.
Take that.
What'd you say?
You want to take that one?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. This was, if you can see this, the original drawing I had done for him. So like more of a traditional superhero costume. So just aesthetically, Jeremy definitely made it. It was more his ideas to push it into like him being less of like a traditional like costumed vigilante superhero, more of just like some buffoon who like kind of takes it on himself to be a superhero with like a thrift store outfit and stuff like that, which definitely was a good call that I hadn't even thought of, but like was immediately on board with. And then the whole superpowers and stuff, I don't know. I don't honestly really remember. I think it just kind of came naturally. It was kind of just the first thing I thought of. Because I mean, like, I don't know, super strength and all that, thinking of a superhero, they're all used so often, and there's a million
That's all played
superhero,
out.
yeah, a
They're
million
pretty boring.
superheroes with everything, flight, teleportation, anything like that. So just kind of shooting stuff out of your fingers kind of allowed us to like play around and do some goofy stuff, and like opened up for a lot of possibilities.
I guess my question more on the origins, I guess, of what's the character's the main character's name again? Sorry,
Jacobs.
Joby Jacobs or Fingerbang.
the names are like kind of funny. I guess my main question is why a genie at the beginning? Like,
That one was Ben's, because I was just when he told me the idea for like someone who shoots shit out of his fingers, I was like, okay, how's he gonna get these powers? And then like, I think there wasn't an answer right then, but then later I think it was just like maybe a genie or something.
Yeah, I think a genie was like the easy cop out answer. Like, we have the powers, we have the character, but how does he get it? And it's like, it was just, I don't know, the first easy thing that came to mind.
Yeah, and a
Because
genie
it was also like
Yeah.
the original idea before I had like talked to Jeremy about it was he was going to be able to like shoot stuff out of his fingers, but another wish he used was going to be like he was going to have like karate skills or like something like that, so that he could be more. He was originally going to be like more competent than he ended up being. So he's going to be able to like fight hand to hand and stuff like that. So I was trying to think of a way to get him all these powers, and 3 genie wishes sounded like the easiest way.
Yeah, and then we added, I think, like, as we were writing the first one, we had the idea to make it so his powers only come when he's high, as sort of like a limitation on his powers. Because, like,
Yeah.
otherwise he's got unlimited powers, but this way he's got unlimited powers, but only when he's, like, too stupid to use them properly.
So is like sobriety his kryptonite then?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Literally. Just
Why is the genie named Bono?
I think we had like just watched the South Park episode about Bono being like the biggest turd, and we just kept being like, yeah, and so we just kind of went with it.
That's why you guys kept saying it.
Yeah.
Do you think Bono would enjoy reading Fingerbang? Have you sent it to him?
We haven't sent it to him.
That's for
Think-
sure.
I
We'd have
think
to,
y'all should.
where is he nowadays? Just like
Yeah.
in the Amazon rainforest or
Probably.
something?
Out there saving
Probably, yeah. He probably became a doctor for COVID or something.
someone. He heals through
Bono.
music.
Oh, one more question, I guess, about the actual comic, and then I guess we have more into in depth. How many wishes does he actually make at the beginning? Because I only counted 2, and they said
Yeah, there's a plan for the third one.
okay. Because I was like, did I miss something?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
otherwise, because as I understand genie lore, if he made the third one, the genie would somehow like disappear and go somewhere else, and I don't think we were ready to get rid of the genie yet. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is he's gonna leave at some point?
we've got some plans. In
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
plan,
man.
but that wasn't planned out before we started the first one. We kind of went through the first one, and as we were going, we were trying to figure out the third wish, and then we were like, we got to the end and we hadn't thought of one, and we're like, well, let's just keep him around for now. But now we have a pretty sweet plan for the future.
You guys are just like, fuck it. We'll just keep him in.
Yeah,
Can't think
he
of a
doesn't
third
really
one.
do a whole lot. In the rest
Yeah.
of he'll be in like just when Joker's
Yeah.
home, he'll just be there.
He's like Batman's Alfred.
Yeah.
You know, he needs someone to go home to.
True, yeah. He'd be quite lonely
Oh.
otherwise.
Bon Jovi.
Will his bong disappear
Red
too?
light. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I think Genie is always in the bong.
We do have like a plan in the future to do a whole book that will just be the history of the bong, which will like show the genie with previous like people like years and years ago.
Bong lore.
Yeah, like all the
That's good.
previous like patrons of Genie or whatever.
Damn. So they're,
wonder-
I guess they'll all be stoners too, because it's a bong.
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't think of
Stoners throughout the ages, huh?
that. That'd be funny if one of them doesn't cheat.
So,
What if
Oh, go
like
ahead.
George Washington or someone was like one of the previous owners?
I want new teeth.
sorry, man, out of wishes.
Uh,
Wait, so if you smoke, so if Joby, right?
Yeah.
So if Joby like smokes higher like strain weed or like White Widow or some like real like top shelf shit, does he get like increased powers or is it just like whatever he smokes, even Reggie?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I know we did in the third one. He gets really, really high, but his
Yeah,
powers don't get stronger. He just gets a lot stupider. But I guess we haven't had him smoking like Reggie or some like weak shit that sucks. That would be pretty funny.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a
you
good
know,
idea.
doing a cost analysis here, like if you're just smoking Reggie all the time, I mean, he can have his powers for like what, $20? Like,
yeah.
Well, his
He's super fast.
his second wish was the powers, but his first wish was
oh yeah,
I guess unlimited. He was just, I think he just said like some more weed. But I think the plan was it's basically unlimited.
Yeah.
I mean,
When
what scenario, you could just shoot it out of his finger, right? All he needs is like a little bit, and then just
You
shoot
could
some more
say
weed out.
something.
Yeah, but that requires more foresight than I think Joby has.
he's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's true. You just like, yeah, poof him up.
Yeah, because
Like,
have any of you watched Entourage?
mm,
Well, there's an episode where it's just about like Hollywood stars, like it's like 4 friends in Hollywood. But there's an episode where like there's a drought and there's no weed, and they spend the whole episode trying to find weed. And so I've like in the back of my head brainstormed some like an episode where Joby can't find weed. But like
whole place
He's
goes
just
to
Yeah.
shit.
powerless.
in the third one, he gets like wicked stoned and he shoots like, I guess he shoots like some more random stuff out of his fingers because he's so high. But yeah,
Yeah, it's
not like
all-
more powerful stuff.
Right?
What?
It's like a whole thing of brownies, like
Yeah.
a whole bag full of them.
Yeah, he eats them all at once.
Jesus.
Gets fucked up.
I like the part where he dunks on the kids
Devin.
playing basketball.
Yeah.
Was that inspired by our basketball games at Lux Center?
Those were exactly how I remember our basketball games. Me just slam dunking on everybody.
Well,
well, while you're looking for questions, Sean, so what is your plans for this comic right now? I know you guys said you had like a podcast interview like a couple weeks back, and you're having this interview. So are you guys trying to get more traction, trying to like get more of a cult classic following of all the stoners in the world, like reading this comic?
That would be ideal, I think. Like, I think at least for the past, since we've started it, I think the priority was just like making them more so we could have some stuff to sell if we finally do suddenly achieve like a following. But I think now we do have to kind of figure out how to get that cult following. So I think some ideas were like if we could possibly sell them in like head shops or weed stores. That way it would
that's
be
a good
like
idea.
Yeah.
from a comic book store where you have a lot of like potentially better options to go to. Like,
Yeah.
like right to the stoners. But Ben, do you have any
Main
idea of
demographic.
marketing major?
No, I think Jeremy kind of got it all.
No, because I was reading, I was like, this is endearing to me.
Yeah, like we're pretty confident in what we've made, like quality wise, and like we're pretty confident, and like we both genuinely believe it's pretty solid and like funny. And,
Yeah, it's
and
definitely
good.
very funny.
I guess we're both just, I would say, a little shy, especially when it comes to like marketing ourselves.
And
That's
it's
a lot of-
a marketing major. So
That's a lot of creatives, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess just trying to figure out how to get it in front of more people and maybe being more assertive about it. Cause like I do want to get it. Cause like I live in Michigan where weed's legal. So like I want to go and like get it in dispensaries. And like I was going to take them to Hash Bash in Ann Arbor this past year, which is like a giant weed festival thing, and sell them there. But then it got canceled.
Yeah, just because of all that matters.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you ever think you'll make it like an animation or like a show?
This would be a dope show.
I think we would in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We have like planned out what issues would be like the first season and stuff already.
I think it just takes meeting someone who works at Netflix. But
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like in the age we live in, you could just find someone who's good at like web animation, get something going there.
Yeah.
Netflix, Hulu, Prime sees it. You get a show. You get
That's
2
true.
seasons. You get another. You get your whole
Yeah.
life planned out. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Any of you know anybody?
Okay,
no.
Chief.
Oh wait, hey, does your friend make commercials or something? Or
My
like
friend
the guy who did our logo, Andrew?
Oh yeah.
is to make like animations, though.
Damn,
You want to
Oh.
learn?
we're shit out.
I mean,
Animation
You
takes
try,
a
yeah.
a lot of time.
Yeah, didn't Ben tried it and Ben said like what do you could show the people what you made if you could like screen share. But I think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a 15
you can't screen share.
You can't.
I tried animating stuff once. And I quit. Like it's so
It's
much
so
time.
hard. Yeah.
It's so much time. It's like the most time spent I've done on anything. Like, yeah.
Do you have to draw like each portion, or
I think it depends on the animation style, right?
right?
Probably. Ben, what did you have to do?
I mean, mine was all like stick figures. I did it in like whatever Adobe Flash is called now, and I just like drew the original stuff, and then I like had to move it one frame at a time. But like you got to do like, but like each frame is like a fraction of a second. So I don't know. It took me like 3 or 4 hours, and it ended up being terrible. And it ended up only being like 12 seconds long. And I was, yeah, I found it. I don't know if I can screen share.
You should be able to.
You should be able to.
They're just like a button.
Yeah, on the
Yeah, there you
bottom,
go.
screen share or share screen. And make sure does it have audio?
No. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, it does.
Okay, in the bottom left corner of the share screen menu, you see all your screens. It says share computer audio. Just
Okay.
click that. Do that.
All right.
See this.
World premiere.
Live on Trip Trap Talk Show.
All right. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see your screen.
All right, let's see this magic.
It's just white.
Wait, I can't see any.
Oh man, hey guys.
Yeah, I didn't
what
see
you
any.
doing? How about you? I'm gonna shoot you.
We can hear it.
What have I done? You can't see anything.
I
Oh, just see your mouse moving.
It's like I think that was better actually.
Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is.
All right. Oh man, what's going on? Oh man, hey guys, what are you doing? Oh, nothing much. How about you? I'm gonna shoot you. Oh no, what have I done?
Reminds me of like reminds me of
South
old
Park.
South Park, yeah.
the voice. Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna shoot you.
Yeah,
So that took me like 3 or 4 hours.
I like the ending little like splash screen.
Yeah, very Star Wars.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a nice touch.
At first, I thought Teddy was just making noises.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was one of you. I was like, who's just making random noises?
That's how we would do like the Netflix show. We would have to do it like live.
Oh, that would just be Rick and Morty style, right? Just improvise the whole lines live for the animation.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Are you guys inspired by Rick and Morty? Like, I get kind of that vibe from your comics.
I mean, we both watch it, so I
Yeah.
like at least subconsciously.
Yeah, I wouldn't say directly, but it's probably. We're both fans for sure.
I was getting a mix of Rick and Morty, and I don't know if you guys heard this book, like Captain Underpants. Yeah, it was giving me like a
favorite book growing up.
That's what I was getting to, definitely.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, The Simpsons too, for sure.
Yeah, and South Park, I would say probably a lot more than we even know.
Oh yeah, I mean the whole Bono thing and the whole Fingerbang thing.
Yeah.
True. Plus, you guys just have like random little funny things in the background all over the place.
Oh yeah, we definitely like think of that stuff more so than the actual plots probably. We like base our plot around like we think of funny stuff in the background. Like the third one, the whole thing, we were like basically like we thought of the name like Anus, and then because it sounded like James Bondy, like the men from Anus, which they didn't even end up being men; it was women. But
It's Gal Fieri.
yeah, but we thought of the name and then put like an acronym to the name, and we thought of like a cool secret underground bunker with secrets, and then we just based the whole plot off of. We wanted it to be called The Men from Anus, and we wanted there to be a secret underground bunker.
Yeah, and they used to be called Pussy or something. I like how you guys like for the Y, you just did United, but with a Y. in everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We were never gifted in spelling, Sean.
That's why we went with drawing books.
I mean, you guys were just like really not trying to hide the joke at all. It's like, penis. But
Oh, the men from Penis would have been good.
I always regret not calling it The Spy Who Fingerbanged Me.
We can.
oh my, you can still,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
James
you could
Bond had,
change
like,
the title
movies.
easily.
yeah.
Wait, what's it called? The Men from Anus. Sure, the spy who finger banged me. Oh, what do your parents think about these comics?
Mine haven't read it, so I'm good.
do they know about it?
All the
Yeah.
appropriate jokes
Okay.
are Ben's idea.
Wait, didn't you say on your website that, don't you have a quote from Ben's mom? Is that from Jer's mom?
That's from my mom. They've like seen the covers and stuff, but they've never opened it. So I'm golden.
Yeah, wait, what's
My sister
that
actually did the cover for the third one.
quote?
So they were like, they like want to put it up on the wall, but they have like no idea what's in it or what it's about. So I don't want to spoil it for them.
We just give it to them stapled shut.
Just never open this.
What do you think your parents would say if they read it?
What's the verbal way to say just a look of disappointment?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
They
okay.
would ask me what they did wrong.
They just say, "Oh, son."
Yeah.
So I guess Ben, you do most of the writing, and Jerry, you do most of the artwork, right?
Jared does most of the artwork.
Say it again.
I definitely do.
Jared definitely does most of the artwork.
Yeah,
Okay.
For,
Well,
like, we'll come up with the plot together, I'd
Okay.
say, and plan out like the broad strokes and sometimes even more specific stuff. But then Ben will actually like write the scenes in like stick figures, and then kind of send me it to draw. I wonder if I probably have like some.
So he'll like storyboard it for you, and then you'll go
Yeah, and do like the dialogue.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, it'll look like this, kind of.
Oh, okay.
This turned into the fourth one.
Okay.
So yeah, like stick figures and dialogue, and then
Like a Google Doc that'll like explain the stick figures because they're usually pretty messy.
Okay. And this is like before you guys actually get into creating the final product. So between you storyboarding, Ben, and you like drawing out a more complete like artwork there for the whole entire issue, right? How long does that process usually take before actually making the final like comic?
Yeah, we do it as we go.
Oh, so you guys are just
Yeah.
continually like, well, that makes sense.
So we're like, I think Jeremy's finished like 16 or 17 pages of the fifth one now. And I have it storyboarded up to probably around 30 because we like to, I mean, he doesn't like one for one copy the storyboard exactly. He'll like fit it differently.
Right.
But so I have it storyboarded up to around 30. And then, yeah, and then probably soon we'll figure out the rest. I mean, we know like, you know, where Joby's going and who he's fighting and what he's finding out for the rest of the issue, but more specifics like dialogue and like what exactly, like we know like generally like he's going to this location and this is what's going to be a result of it, but like what people are there, what exactly happens, like what jokes do we want to squeeze in, we'll figure out as we go along kind of. And there's I think a solid amount of like improvising as we go too. Like we'll stray from the plan a lot.
Has your process changed since you wrote the first one?
Yeah, less doing it as we go. Like the first one was like Jeremy like finished drawing page 3 and he'd be like, I'm done with page 3, and I'd be like, shit, like let me do page 4, and I send him page 4. And now like I'm usually try to be like at least 10 pages ahead of him.
Yeah, and
And
this
that way we can do more foreshadowing and stuff too.
yeah, this time was the first because Ben's usually at school and I'm usually like here, so we're like in separate places, so it's less like when we're actually hanging out, which we've done a couple times like since he's back now. We've actually been able to like plan out the script and then write some like dialogue together and stuff, which has been nice. And then transfer that.
True. I want to know which of you is better at Mario Party.
Me.
It's me.
Which Mario Party?
8
All of them.
usually.
Is that the Wii one?
6 and 4, it wouldn't even be close.
Yeah. That's the Wii one.
Are you guys gonna have an episode where Fingerbang enters the Mario Party world?
I actually was just thinking about that like I think yesterday, but yes.
Like
Maybe not literally Mario Party for
Legal
legal reasons, but something along those lines. Something a cross between that and maybe like Fairly Odd Parents Channel Chasers, if any of you remember that. where they
Right,
watch it on
yeah.
TV, yeah.
Or Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase.
Oh, I just found that DVD actually like 3 days ago.
Nice.
The throwback.
That was sick.
Good times.
I think that was the best Scooby-Doo,
It was.
honestly.
And it all went downhill.
Yeah. Those live action ones.
Those were good. I don't know where
The
I don't-
island one was cool.
they're both cool.
So I remember them being pretty dope, but like
Yeah.
if you look at
Yeah.
all the reviews, they're like 10%
What?
on, like Rotten Tomatoes.
Sean,
Like,
when did you see those movies though?
I know exactly.
Sure.
Like it was so long ago. Like I remember them being good, so I really don't want to see them again because I don't want to like ruin anything for
I've
myself.
watched them in the last 3 years. At least the first one I've watched in the last few years, and maybe it's just a nostalgia, but it holds up. Matthew Lillard is the greatest Shaggy of all time. And they're written by James Gunn, who has since done the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So
like I
I don't know. I like them.
Hey, you got to start
It's
somewhere.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo's not a bad place to start either.
Well, he actually started with like these like weird on like before YouTube, but like internet videos he would do with his brother, starring. It's called like James Gunn's celebrity porn or something. But he would get celebrities to do like classic porn stuff, like like a pizza delivery driver shows up and the woman's like, I don't have any money, like what am I supposed to do? So then the driver's like, I don't know, and like they don't go into the actual porn part. They kind of like play out how that situation would work in real life.
I'll call my manager, I guess.
Yeah. So he had
Can't give you
an
this
interesting
pizza. Come on.
It's like I need to get paid. So
part. Yeah. Now he makes like $1 billion movies.
Damn.
Gotta start somewhere.
James Gunn's PG porn.
Nice.
Jesus. Love it.
So I mean, like after the Fingerbang saga, you guys want to write other ideas? Are you thinking of like other stories, or are you just kind of focusing on Fingerbang right now?
Right now, I think we're pretty laser focused, but we've done other stuff. When we were in like 8th grade, we wrote like a comedy slasher movie, which we wrote on notebook paper, like in a binder, so it's lost now. And then we have another movie that we wrote like right after high school, so like 5 years ago, that we almost finished but didn't quite finish. So we want to finish that one day.
Yeah.
But that's actually pretty good. So maybe if we ever get famous, we can make that.
Yeah.
All these ideas down the pipeline.
Yeah.
How far do you guys see Fingerbang going? How far will he be banging?
200 yards?
Heck yeah.
No, I mean, hopefully like TV show. I mean, like I don't know about 30 years like South Park and The Simpsons, but
Yeah, I don't think we have the mileage for that. But I'd say like we've got a lot of ideas for just issues written down in the Google Doc that we have, like probably 30 or so. And a lot of them are like joke ideas, but some, like I'd say until we're bored of it, and I'd say that won't be for a while. Because we've got all these ideas that we're pretty excited about.
I mean, I feel like you can do a lot with the character too.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so I heard you guys sold, or you got your comic book in the store?
Yeah, we have it in one comic book store right now.
That's awesome.
And then right after that happened, I was like in the process of, I was about to go around to like, I've gone to 3 and we got it in 1 and 2 didn't respond. Well, 2 responded and I was like, hey, can I send you this and maybe you'll sell it? And they're like, sure. And then they never responded once I sent it. We have it in 1 and I was about to start going to more, and or I had gotten it approved to go in a second one and was going to start going to head shops and dispensaries and stuff, and then everything shut down. So that was back in like March when we had just started getting all this in stores.
Sure. Well, you'll have, by the time this is over and you can go out again, you'll have a decent amount under your belt.
Yeah. That's the plan.
How long does it take to make one comic?
I think we average like 3 months probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you so you guys read comics a lot? I'm just making that broad assumption. Am I correct?
I don't really, but Ben does.
I do. Yeah, he does it.
So do you see yourself using a lot of like tips and tricks you see from other like authors, or you're kind of just learning as you go?
Maybe like a couple things, but I'd say definitely it's more of I take stuff that I don't like and I keep that away. So like I don't like comics that have like a lot of words. Like if I liked that, I would read a book, right? Frankly, like a real book. So, and especially like given our subject material, I think it's fair to assume that a lot of people will read these when they're stoned. And so when you're stoned, you really don't want to like read everything. And so we try and keep it not too wordy and easy to read. And especially the 4th one, I think is super easy to read when you're stoned. It's just a lot of like action and bigger pictures. And then exposition, like the thing that's cool to comics, about comics to me at least, is like you have the pictures there. So like, if I'm reading a Spider-Man comic, I don't want to see him with a thought bubble that's like, I need to like what should I do? Like, I need to bounce off this wall and then run sideways to avoid like a crocodile. And then I can get him from behind. I just want to see him jump off the wall, jump this way, and like grab the crocodile, right? So like, I see a lot of comics where there's speech bubbles or thought bubbles of basically someone explaining what they're about to do or why they're doing something. And I'd rather just look at it, and like, even if you have to pick it up in the background, like pay attention a little more, I'd rather do that than just have someone say what they're doing or why they're doing something.
So you're not a fan of the repeat panels with the thought bubbles, kind of like just changing the words and everything?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, I think even, especially in like the second one, we have like kind of a long like villain speech about like his childhood and why he's evil and what he wants to accomplish and stuff. And I think you'll notice that like, it's not just the villain's face with like the speech bubbles. It's like we kind of wrote the speech, and then I broke it up into like parts. And then I was like, okay, what picture can we assign to this part? Like, that'll be one panel. What picture can we assign to it to give it meaning? So you'll see like the pictures won't just be like the villain's face. They'll have like actual stuff that adds more to it.
Yeah, and as a person who draws it, I like read a decent amount of comics, but I wouldn't say I'm like a comic book reader, but I do watch movies a lot. So I feel like just when it comes to like making the actual scenes, I'd rather make it similar to like a camera panning around showing different stuff, or how it, and like that hasn't been in the first one, but I feel like it's getting more, and I feel like that's what
Definitely.
I would off
I
more.
saw a little bit of it in the first one. I think it was a scene like they're on the last floor, and he's I think he's in the gym, and they see him through like the glass wall, and like, I think he drew. I like that angle. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't see that often.
Yeah, I think we definitely took a big jump after the first one.
Yeah. There was one in the third. There was one frame in the third. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up, but I just like really loved where like he basically travels like throughout the whole page with all sorts of wacky shit all around. Maybe it was the fourth. But
Is
back
it underground or is it in
not
space?
sure. I mean, I'm just bringing it up right now, so I'll find it in a second. Probably. Maybe. Oh yeah. Here it is. Let me see if I can share my screen. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
You got, oh yeah, they, in the bunker, I guess this is a spoiler, but they like find Tupac, and he, like in this bunker underground that has all the US secrets, and I guess Tupac just like stumbled in there by accident and has been stuck there ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Where's Waldo panel.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to know why Tupac has such a bad relationship with these aliens over here. Like, what happened?
They're dick.
What did they
Fuck
do?
those guys.
Did he tie them up?
I think that's a fair assumption.
I just realized a Power Ranger.
Yeah, who hanged the Power Ranger?
That was suicide.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Alright.
That's
He
not
wanted to be the
Tupac's
Pink
fault.
Ranger, too bad.
Right.
Oh, Noah's Ark.
George H.W. Bush was born in Kenya. And H stands for Hussein.
The long form birth certificate. Trying to hide.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely liked just the switch ups that you've done in like the later versions of your comics. I can definitely tell you're thinking outside the box.
Yeah,
Bible
that's really
sequels.
cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably my favorite page
Yeah.
of everything we've done.
Hmm.
You guys kind of have influence. At least the art style has like a lot of influence from like a lot of different books and animations I've seen like over the years.
Mhm.
Like this
Okay.
this page, it's not Where's Waldo, but there's another
It
animation.
kind of reminds me of that, honestly.
Yeah, it's Where's Waldo, but there was another animation that got made into a Nickelodeon's cartoon when I was growing up. I can't remember. It was like, this may be after the show, but it is blanking on me. Like
Like a
Oh,
2000s
wow.
cartoon.
It's like
Yeah, I assume we're all around the same age.
2010s, I would say. I think it's like this kid with orange hair. He's going to this school and everything's like topsy turvy. I can't.
I feel like I know what you're saying.
I'm gonna look it up because it's killing me now.
No idea.
Yeah.
I like the robot Hitler. Or Nazi guy. I don't know.
Experiment.
Has there ever been anything that like Ben has put into the storyboard and then Jerry, you were just like, bro, I can't fucking draw that. Like, what is that?
There hasn't been that yet.
Yeah, quality. He's not like, I can't draw this. Like, it's
Yeah.
too hard. It's like, dude, what? Like, no. Like, I'm not going to draw that.
I don't even think there's been something that like was suggested and it was like the subject matter was too like risque or inappropriate.
No, it's usually just like, if I suggest something, there are a couple times I'll suggest something that'll be like, maybe too serious, I would say. And it'll be more like, let's keep this more lighthearted.
Yeah, I feel like that can be a slippery slope. Like Rick and Morty, I feel like makes that mistake sometimes. Not to like criticize, but it can be like dumb joke, dumb joke, dumb joke. Oh, Rick's gonna kill himself, and it's like, I mean, that's like interesting character development, but I feel like that kind of came out of nowhere in some episodes. So, like,
True.
I've heard that's a common complaint.
Yeah, I feel like they
with these
flip flop
seasons.
from like dumb to serious. Because like the third season was like very more serious,
yeah.
Yeah.
story driven. Then the fourth one they kind of like didn't do that for a lot of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then they had that fucking train episode.
Oh, that was so stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of that one,
It was weird.
to be honest.
I
Yeah.
saw like a video about it and it like was pretty interesting how they explained it, but when I watched it, it was just like so fucking heady. Like I just like couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like not like it's interesting, but it's like not that enjoyable.
yeah.
Yeah, like there's a time and a place for that stuff.
hmm
Yeah. Like if you were high watching that, like you have no chance.
Yeah, I think that's what ruined it for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I watched it sober and I had no idea what was going on.
The rest of
Oh.
the season after that was good,
Yeah.
though, because then it was like the heist episode and like the snakes, I think.
I love the
Yeah.
snake episode.
Yeah, that of acid episode.
Oh, that was a good one.
Which one?
The
The
vat of
bad
acid one.
Oh yeah, I like the Glory to Glorzo one.
Yeah, like they were like, yo, they decided not to 9/11 it, but they like Pearl Harbored it.
Oh yeah.
It's like we're not gonna touch this one.
That episode was weird.
Yeah.
It was a good one though. Yeah. Also, I figured out that show I was talking about thanks to backroom producer here. They said it's Wayside School. Do you guys remember that show?
Waysides.
I never watched it.
Cartoon?
Yeah, it was a cartoon.
I
It used to
heard
be a
of it.
book series though. But yeah, it has like similar art style to like what that page you showed earlier with all the characters from Fingerbang. Yes, it's basically the same thing. It's a school that has a bunch of shit just packed into one page. And I think the theme of the books, at least, is they pack a bunch of like characters and
Oh shit! I
Yeah.
remember these
Yeah, I've read that first
Yeah.
book at least.
books. Yeah.
yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
the cartoon was as popular, but I do remember the books. Like
Yeah, I remember that tall ass building.
Yeah.
They built it right. They built it up instead of
Yeah.
Yeah.
horizontal. Yeah.
It's like
Hmm.
30 floors.
Oh damn, that was good.
Yeah, but no, that's the vibe I was getting from it. I guess on a page perspective, I don't think the show really. Well, it's Nickelodeon, so I don't think they were gonna be too true to it.
Mm.
We should get Nickelodeon to do our show.
Nick at Night.
Oh, sure, yeah. you
Oh,
guys-
y'all
Right
could
after
like
George Lopez.
all right, right before Full House.
God damn it.
Full House is the palate cleanser.
Hey, y'all could like jumpstart Nickelodeon's adult block, right? That's what happened with
Their version of Adult Swim.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, do you guys think that Fingerbang could defeat any of the Avengers?
Yeah,
Probably all of them.
easy. Yeah,
All of them?
any and all. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he would.
Could
He'd
he
be
beat?
too stoned.
Could he beat Thanos?
formulated-
Yeah. Oh yeah. He would just shoot out all the people that got snapped away.
I'm talking about defeating Thanos, not saving the people.
Oh.
Does Thanos have like a kryptonite type shit? Because if you could figure out the word to shoot that out, then
I mean, not like a literal kryptonite.
I'm not sure.
I think all you gotta do is they just chopped his head off, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't that hard.
Wait, that's all they did.
Yeah.
It's been a
Well,
while.
that's how I did
I
the
don't
first time
remember.
when they killed like
Yeah.
OG Thanos, and then past Thanos came back, and it was way harder because
Yeah,
he was
well-
all weak from the snaps,
Oh, true.
and then Thor just like ransacked him and chopped his head off or ambushed him.
So he could just
yeah.
wait until
I would
everyone
say-
disappeared, and then chop off Thanos' head, and then just shoot all the other people.
You know how like in the first one when they're on that planet and they have like the Guardians of the Galaxy and Iron Man and Spider-Man, and they team up and they try and stop him before he goes to
Mhm.
Earth, and they have
Yeah.
that plan where like Spidey wraps his hand so he can't close it because he needs to close his hand to like snap.
Yeah.
He like tries to pull it off. I think Fingerbang could get something stronger than Spidey's webs, and or realistically, I think the most realistic option would be he would just sit down with Thanos and they would
Yeah.
smoke a nice doob together and they talk it all out, and Thanos would kind of see the error of his ways because that dude just needs to chill and really think about what he's doing for a second.
And then the genie would come out, start saying
Yeah.
some jokes.
Yeah,
A good time.
and Jovi's third wish, he could just stop Thanos with his third wish if he really had to.
yeah.
True.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Thanos never has smoked weed before.
Not a chance. No.
Really
He's
should.
So uptight.
way too angry. Yeah.
Yeah, he's so purple, man.
So do we want to go into this improv session never before done on the Trip Trap Talk Show?
We could go for a quick 5 minutes, see how far we get with that.
Yeah. All right.
Improv
So-
into improv.
We were kind of brainstorming a little bit. Let us know what you think.
Doesn't sound like improv, but go on.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
No, it's just the setting. Just the setting. It stars us three, and we somehow are tripping for an entire week, and we all three have some sort of trippy superpowers.
Nice.
John, you're not explaining it right. So, one, it's not just any trip, right? We get this LSD from like some crazy underground bunker lab
Walmart.
at a hidden door in Walmart. This guy has a whole like LSD lab underneath, right?
For sure.
And he gives us free samples because he wants us to come back.
That's a good businessman.
Yeah.
We take the LSD and we lose our shit for, like Sean said, 7 days. We come out of it, we're still pretty fucking like blitzed, but then after that come down, we fall asleep for another 7 days because it's too much acid for our brains to take. We
Fair.
wake up, we all have different powers, but they're trippy as fuck.
Okay.
Sean, you want to explain your power first?
Oh. All right. Wait, should we just go into the improv? I've never actually done improv.
Yeah, me neither.
That's the improv.
That's the beauty of improv right there.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna try this. And I guess Jer and Ben, do you guys want to be the bad guys or something?
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
we could do that.
All right. Oh wow! I've just woken up and holy shit! Everything is so trippy. I just look at things, and everything turns into fractals. What is happening, bro? I have to work right now, bro. I can't type. All of the keys on my computer are going all over the place. Okechi, do you notice anything different with you?
Shit, all I can tell is I've been sleeping for the last 3 days straight. and I just woke up, and anything I touch starts warping out of reality. It's kind of weird, like nothing solid. So I tried to sit down, right? And the chair fucking melted. Like I melted through my chair. Everything's all melty and wobbly. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I just talked to Teddy, and his shit's even worse. Teddy, like, you want to tell him what's going on with you?
Dude, I just fucking look everywhere and I just see goddamn snakes everywhere. I fucking hate this shit, man. I hate snakes so much.
Like, are the snakes real, or are they just like appearing everywhere?
I think they're fucking real.
Oh my
I
god.
don't like it. Do you see any of them?
Oh, dude, I just see all sorts of numbers and letters, bro. It's like I have dyslexia.
I can't even see time, man.
But trippy.
Everything's melting.
Where are we?
Blocks are melting in front of me.
Okay, I think you're.
Hey, freeze! Give me
Whoa.
your wallet.
I'm not moving.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah, we'll start moving and then free.
You two freeze, and the other guy, you start moving around.
Yeah.
I don't
Freaking
want
me
to
out.
move.
That's not-
Everything's creeping me out, man.
Oh,
Come
you
on.
know what? You guys stumbled into the wrong Ruby Tuesday where we
Damn
were.
it. Damn it.
And now we're going to have to kill you until you
Oh,
give us
whoa, Jared, they got snakes with them. Where'd all these snakes come from?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good. You see him too. Okay, I'm not alone.
I have a melted snake.
Damn, stop melting all our bar stools in this Ruby Tuesday.
Get
Pay
this
for
guy a
these first.
hamburger.
All right, guys. I think I got a plan to defeat these bad guys. All right,
Good luck.
Teddy. You look at that stick over there. Turn it into a snake, Teddy.
Oh, God.
Whoa, who turned my
Oh.
walking stick into a snake?
He needs that to walk.
All right, Okechi. Change the floor. Make it into a vortex.
I just mopped this floor.
I think I'm about to fall through the hole.
I think we're all gonna fall through the hole.
Quick, Jeremy, hold on to the ceiling.
Whoa. What's this guy getting? What's Sean about to do? What's he doing with his brain right now?
Yeah, that is Sean. I knew that guy.
Hey, we went to high school with him. What are you doing?
What are you doing at Ruby Tuesdays? You want to sit down for a meal? On
You
the
can't
house.
because our floor is melted. And there's snakes all over the place.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't-
our
I
bar
don't know.
stools are gone.
I just
pretty
want a
s-
burger.
I'm pretty scared of snakes, man. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I
Same,
just want to
dude.
go home.
Get out of here. We should all go to Bennigan's.
We don't
Yeah.
own the Bennigan.
Does anyone have any more of that acid?
Go
Well,
back
I've
to
got some.
Walmart.
You
Guys,
guys
let's
say
go back to Walmart.
Can we come?
Let's
Yeah.
all go to Walmart.
So glad we're all friends now.
Wow, you guys solved it.
Remember when I almost killed you guys with that hole?
Oh man, remember when my broom turned into a snake?
Good times.
Yeah, I can't believe Sean doesn't have any powers.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Bastard.
just tripping too hard.
I think Sean took more acid than we did.
Oh
Guess what
shit!
happened?
You guys go to that Walmart and go into that basement? Is that what happened?
Yeah, the crazy one down the
Yeah.
street, right?
Okay, we did that last week. It was nuts.
We like just woke up too. It's crazy. we don't even own this Ruby Tuesday.
Oh man.
These-
Yeah, man, I came into Walmart without a mask on and they just fucking kicked me into the basement. And all of a sudden,
Hell, dude, that's the new policy.
Yeah,
Damn,
anti-theft, anti-mask.
yeah, antiviral.
If you don't walk into Walmart with a mask, the people who say hi in the front will kick your ass.
Just
And
won't
then
say
get
hi
That's
to
what,
you.
that's what happened.
New policy, I guess, right?
Yeah.
all right. That was
That was so stupid.
Nowhere to go but up.
really.
We'll get better at this.
That's improv.
It's a muscle.
It was a happy
Muscle.
ending though, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Except
got
for
more.
Sean.
Except for me, I think.
I mean, no one died and we got more acid, so
Oh, Ben died.
I did?
At the very end, you slipped. No one mentioned it, but you.
It was off screen.
Yeah.
So, I guess this is as good a time as any to wrap this thing up.
Actually, a better time would have been 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. We don't know if this is gonna get cut or not, but probably is gonna stay in.
Definitely. I'm
No,
not sure.
we should keep it in.
I'm not sure if we'll do more improv sessions in the future.
We may not.
Maybe
may
we'll.
force our guests.
We'll have an improv button that will randomly appear. Even if we're in like a really deep, serious conversation, and it pops off, we gotta start thinking of some shit.
I think if we start doing that, we'll get like anti-fans or something.
Haters.
Hey, all publicity is good publicity.
I miss the old Trip Trap. Dude, I can't wait to have fans like that.
Oh, you remember when you did Fahad's escape room?
I don't think we ever posted that. I think we still need to.
We
but
didn't?
it was really fun. I don't think we ever did. We?
I thought we did.
Maybe it was on SoundCloud.
I think it's on SoundCloud because I think we posted an episode.
We did.
Also,
We had the janky setup.
Totally forgot you were in that interview too, Ben.
No, I was just there, and then like I had to go work, and Fahad was like, "Get out! I'm the boss. So I don't have to work."
oh Ben, you were at that interview?
I was working. Yeah.
Crossover.
Man.
What is this? A crossover episode?
No, because the guy who owned that, his brother or his cousin, he comes over our house all the time. Yeah, he was telling.
Oh, really?
Like, crazy coincidence, man. Yeah. No, he was telling us that one of us, or like our group, interviewed his brother or cousin, something like that.
Oh, sweet.
Dude, I don't think we ever posted it. I think we should.
I don't
we need to
see
post that.
Oh man, we're bad.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, Fahad.
It's all right. They're already
No,
out
I
of
think
business, so don't worry about
I
it.
It's been-
remember.
It's been
Who-
what, like 3 years?
Yeah.
we don't have
never
any of
posted
our
it.
old episodes up.
Wait, I thought we did. Yeah, like a couple of
We
them.
don't right now. The oldest one we have is
I'm looking at the Spotify. We got it. I mean, not Spotify and SoundCloud.
yeah, I'm on the
We're not even
SoundCloud
on
one.
Spotify. Freaking Anchor.
All right.
won't
Well,
let us
this
on
is
there.
stuff that will actually be cut off because like, this is background.
Yeah. So where do we find your comics, guys?
In that one store in Michigan.
Yeah.
Any social media links where people follow you, find you?
Yeah. So you can buy them at mokesstudio.com. Or just Instagram is mokes_studio, and you can follow us and you can DM us to order instead. We'll take Venmo that way if you don't want to use your credit card.
Are you guys gonna have like a subscription model, or do you have one?
We don't. I wouldn't anticipate us having it, considering we put stuff out like every 3 months. So I don't think anyone wants to pay monthly for something they don't like. We'd have to think of stuff to give them in the off months, but we just don't have anything yet.
True.
But I wouldn't think we would ever do that, really, honestly.
You guys could do like an auto pay thing where like every time you release an issue, they pay.
Yeah.
Or ask them, because I probably
Yeah.
You know, otherwise you could just randomly raise the price.
Yeah. I think we have like an email thing set. Like if you can sign up for our email chain, and then we can just email you when a new one comes out.
I'll sign up to that.
Yeah. So we'll have all the links like
Yeah.
posted at the end of the podcast.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Definitely check out Mokes Studio, Fingerbang Comics. They're hilarious. Thank you guys for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry
Appreciate
for putting
y'all.
you through that improv.
I'm not.
We
We're
would
gonna do that every
never-
time now.